Well, I visited a school on the Cape Flats this week. 800 students, a total staff complement of just 23. Now, you don't have to be a mathematical genius to work that out, what with admin, etc. You're talking of a, well, at least 40-to-1 ratio within the classrooms. In fact, those teachers would be very grateful if they only had 40-to-1. Many have 50 or 60 students, and that is a reality in so many of our schools around the country, and these are even at the better level of schools. Now, all of those teachers also oppose the annual national assessment testing that's been put forward by Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga to come in December. Now, the reason they're opposing it is not because it'll be an added burden to an already burdensome career. I understand why they're doing this. In a previous incarnation, I was heavily involved in education. And what we have had in the media recently has been shoddy coverage, very little analysis of what is actually going on. And mainly the mention has been the union, a single union, South African Democratic Teachers Union, SADTU, being opposed. In fact, all 5 of the teacher unions, NAPTOSA, PEU, SAOU, which is also known as the South African Teachers Union, and the National Teachers Union, are all opposed. And that should have actually been a warning sign to media to go and have a look at this, not simply accept the government position, which is what they actually have. And that position, I think, was summed up this week by the ANC Secretary General, Gwede Mantashe, when he said, "I love Anna." Of course, a whole lot of wits on social media immediately posted, "Who is Anna?" or "Which Anna are we talking about?" But this is not a laughing matter. This has to do with the future of our children, of students, and therefore of the country. Now, why are the teachers and their unions opposing this Anna? Well, for example, back in September, the unions and the Basic Education Department got together, and it was agreed that this testing procedure, this regime, was totally flawed. Well, the department wouldn't see it as totally, the teachers perhaps would. It's flawed. So they decided to set up a task team which would look at the whole matter, decide to develop a proper diagnostic series of tests that really showed where the problems were, and then went on to provide remedial action to deal with those problems. This task team was due to report by the end of December, and if they got everything right, the teacher union said, well, then we'll go ahead with this sort of diagnostic testing in February. But the government said, or through the Basic Education Minister Angie Motshekga, no, we're going ahead with, as it is, with this flawed program in December. The teachers are saying, well, why? Well, I actually think that the reason for this has more to do with politics than it has to do with education. Because what the testing boils down to is really the setting up of scorecards for a league table. It encourages teachers to cheat, to cram students with information which they will forget the following day, just to get them through the test, to make the scores better for the teacher, for the school, and for the department. And I think that has much to do with the fact that we have local government elections looming next year. Anyhow, that's what I'm going to concentrate on, what I'm going to focus on in my Inside Labour column this week, which you can read on this platform, Fin24, tomorrow, and in the business section of City Press on Sunday. But I still want to hear from you. It's my focus, but it's your life as much as mine, and our children's lives for all of us. So let's have your comments, your criticisms, your questions. You can still send them to me via editor@fin24.com. That's editor@fin24.com. And for this week, that's all from me. Cheers.